usual here. I'm gonna be at the moment I'm driving. I decided to fuck it, I'm just gonna record while going home. Let's see. So yeah, where we last left off, deku had just called the guy he met in alley, and he decides, and the guy called back, and deku decided to give him some information he could use, a few conditions, you know, so he would work for the deku. We skip to the next day. Something didn't, you know, not really paying attention. I have to, you know, focus on the road, just cruising along. But fuck it. Cigarette. Let's see. It's just music as well, so. Yeah. The next day, Deku wakes up, you know, feeling refreshed, like, and as usual, he goes to school. He goes to school during this month, so he goes to school, nothing much happens. And while on the way home, he decides to take a look around the city again. Of course, Mom knows that he does this sometimes. He does this quite often now. Just along the view. While he is walking, he thinks maybe I should begin. He has sold some information a few times already. Thinks he should maybe get another one to help him, maybe get information for him. I don't quite remember if I introduced Toby yet. I don't think so. I think I did. I'm not sure. If I did, retcon it a little bit, because I forgot a little. I've forgotten if I did or not. So yeah, Deku then, while walking, he is, you know, after stuff. Not really laughter, but a few people screaming in an alleyway, so he decides to go down because thinks, could this maybe be another encounter like he had yesterday? Because if it is, then it's quite weird that it happens twice in a row, you know? So, he goes down. He sees blood, some blood on the ground, just around the corner. And he has put out his mask while walking down that way. He changed his outfit a little bit quickly. So now he is Deku. You've seen it, Deku. Not really his real identity yet. So he goes down and sees a to observe. What's this? Let's see. All the way home. Oh well. Road trip, I guess. Fuck it. Anyway, that's just so this girl that's kind of actually notices this thing. She's just standing there observing, and she asks, "Yes, just says, just an observer. Just observe what you did. Whatever." She asked him if he saw what she just did. They would say, "I didn't see it all, but I saw the last parts." She would be a little bit, on the fence. Not at all. Okay, let's go. Deku would then ask her why she collected the blood. And she would say, it's something to do with work. And Deku would say, oh, what is it? And she would say, quite a goodness. And they would say, I don't really think it. I don't think it. Unless, so might be a little bit out of it at the moment. Have to find a new way around, Fucking great. Fuck. Oh well. Let's get this done. Deku would say, no quirk is villainous unless it's the person who makes it's the person decides it's the person itself or herself decides it's villainous, if not then it ain't villainous. And the skull would be a little bit, on the fence about it, wondering what does it mean. And they would pick up on this and say, oh, sorry. Let me explain further. A quirk doesn't make a person villainous. It's people that make other people a villain. Like bullying. If a person's bullied enough, they will begin to make crimes because they begin to think that they are villainous. So yeah. What's this? Okay, let's go. This is annoying, but that's it. So yeah, this girl would then cheer up a bit and they would ask, are you just putting up a facade to fit into society? Or is it something else? Like, he's just wondering this because he noticed that this might be putting up in front of the public, and what he just saw might have been her real self, or uncontrollable urge or something. And Deku would ask if what he just saw was an urge, it was something that she was compelled to do, and she would say, maybe. And they would say, that's kind of alright, really. Anyway, you never really did tell me, Yuck, what your quirk was. So to say, transformation, not transformation, transform. I need to bring the person's blood to transform into that person. In that person. Don't say. Got the color and stuff. You've been, killing people, so I don't think you can be a hero, like an official hero anymore, It's been a little bit down and say, yeah, you're probably right. And they continue to say, but you don't have to be, an official hero. This hero society that looks down on quirkless and people with villainous quirks but who aren't really villains. And this kind of society creates their own villains, by outcasting people who have quirks that seem like they're villainous but aren't really villains at heart at first. So, and I want to change that. This girl would then ask, how? They would then say, well, how is actually quite simple. I gather information looks to be what some heroes do. If they are misusing their position as hero for something bad, villainous, like for example taking money from the Yakuza and turning a blind eye to what they do. I observe this, record it, and then once I've gathered enough information, I send it to, the hero's side, rather UA or someone important, or the media and stuff, and spread the word, because but I only do this once I have enough information on those people for them to actually take action and do something about it. And that way I slowly change the hero society by, getting rid of all the corrupt heroes and leaving only the righteous ones left. But I do sometimes kill some heroes. Sometimes through accident, sometimes not. Make it simple. I'm not able to seem like an accident, so I have killed people just like heroes. Accidents, no. But it's not raining. Great. So you could say that I'm kind of a villain, but a villain with morals, I don't like collateral damage or casualties. I like to observe my target for. Currently, I've only been able methods are quite simple. You know, observing from a distance, following them, getting their routines down and stuff. But if you help, would like, you know, to join me in this cause, you could be quite, to be honest, you could be quite useful for my cause. Another thing about it, you're quite transformed. If I get some blood from wherever, I guess the time limit of how long can be transformed depends on the amount of blood collected, which you just nod. And they would then say, I see. Well, it's still really useful. I don't know how long, but that can be explained later. But as an example of how you could, you know, help me out would be if you transformed into someone that's close to them. And of course I would have to, you know, gather information about that person as well to get their habits, so you would know what to look or how to act about this guy. So the attack wouldn't get suspicious. And once that's done, you know, you could gather some further intel that I would normally be able to get out of them. If it's like, let's say, he's working with the Yakuza's, and we get the blood of one of his informant, or rather, one of the Yakuza members that's in frequent contact with the target, you could, you know, gather further detail and also infiltrate the Yakuza and get even more intel on how they plan on using this hero, if they're gonna use him to turn a blind eye to, you know, bigger operations if he's a part of it. Like if they're gonna use him, you know, to lead other heroes on a goose chase, in a blind goose chase, getting them to a different location that ain't really the one that they are at the moment. So that's how it could be useful. And go would actually be something a little bit interested in saying what I killed. So why would you want me? And they would say, well, there are a lot of reasons why people become villains, you know, as I mentioned before, bullying and all that stuff. But from what I can tell from you, it's as if you've tried to fit in but can't really fit in, and you have to suppress some real emotions to really fit in, trying to adjust to society. But that's not really hard, right? Your family is probably thrown you out, am I correct? So you would nod, because that's what they did throw out. They would say, do I have a place to stay? So you would, no. She's just bouncing from place to place. They would say, you know, I don't really mind. I don't think my mom would mind if I brought you with me home, if I explained it to her. And of course, I only have the part that she's killed people. But otherwise, you could stay with me, and just gonna be a little bit surprised. Just asked, how have you been? And they would say, my name's, I'm known as deku. And Scott would have actually known about deku on the internet, because sometimes we don't draft the internet. As you've seen the title of the recent case, that said information was the source of information that I think ever was from someone unknown, someone known as, someone that went by deku, the is deku. So you're the one got all that information for that case about the missing hero, right? They would say, yeah, pretty much. It was my first target, really. It was quite fun and interesting just tailing him around. It does get boring sometimes because, you know, watching someone repeat the same fucking action over and over again. Jesus Christ, it was boring. But I thought, I have to, because it's the mission. I have to watch what they do to get more information. Like if he does something unusual on certain days, it could be quite important. Might call it stalking, honestly. I don't think it got to the point of me literally just stalking him. But it was important for the mission. So I didn't mind really stalking the guy. Then ask, well, I know now that you're dick, but what's your real name? Since, you know, I'm gonna be staying with you, I would want to know your real name. They would say, true. My name's Midoriya. And what is yours? They say, I'm Himiko Toga. They would say, pleasure to meet you, Toga. I hope we can, you know, work together. Don't say yeah, sure. And they would then take her with him and go home. And so would then ask, do you? Or rather not Toga asked, they would then just say like, this is weird. Yesterday I met this really lunatic or crazed guy, vigilante. Killed the ones that I was following. And today I mean I'm a crazy person. Well, not really crazy, but more fascinating. Like the one from yesterday. So we actually hear this and ask, you met someone that was crazy yesterday, and they would say, yeah, actually. It was pure coincidence, like today actually. I was just, you know, going around town, just looking around, taking a walk, you know. I heard you screaming, and I'm like, this could be fun and interesting, so I went down and checked. Next thing I know, I see someone, yesterday, I saw someone, literally a kid, I think my age, maybe or younger, I don't know. But I saw him killing some hoodlums that was sodium that they muscular. I was really going to inform them because I wanted more info on muscular. But this guy beat Sue and literally just, you know, fucking slaughtered them all in quite brutal manner. It was quite fascinating, to be honest. So yeah. And then today, you know, I stumbled upon you with a fascinating quirk as well. Sake, why the fuck do I have to fucking drive so slow? Oh my god! So about that. Someone's really driving slow and it drove me crazy at that point. No, it's not the story. So Deku would then say to Toga that, to be honest, I would say your quirk is more fascinating to me than the guy I met yesterday. Mostly due to your fascination of blood and all. That's besides the point. It's sort of like, what's the guy from yesterday like? And they would then say, well, he was a bit, how to put it? He seemed to, go with the flow, but he was pretty emotional. Seemed to be quite emotionally unstable. A bit unpredictable. Since I couldn't really tell what he was gonna do next, which I don't really like about people. Like if someone's too unpredictable, I really don't know how to work with them. But he might be a tad predictable, so I can work with him. And so I would ask, but I'd meet him, and they would say, well, I already figured you out somewhat, not to a good extent. Yeah, you might seem crazy from what I saw, but then again, I think you're just crazy for blood. So that's it. Really. Also, you might have, might be underage, but who gives a fuck about that? And if you're younger, fine. Just don't, kill civilians. You can threaten them, alright, but don't really kill them, It would be a little bit bad if you killed them, because then I would have to figure out how to make it look like an accident, So I would then say, wait. So if I accidentally killed someone, you would make it look like an accident. They would say, yeah, since you're going to be working with me, I have to, take care of you. And if you do something like that, I would have to protect our reputation by making it look like an accident. That what happened was an accident. So I would take this a bit too hard. So, thank you, Isu. They would say, wait, what? They called me? And she would say, Isu, that's your no name. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. And they would be like, oh, for fuck's sake, fine. And yeah. Once they returned home to Deku's place, Deku had to, explain it to his mom. She was actually fond of Toga staying. After they explained the situation, leaving out to killing someone. So that was fine, and I think that's where I will leave it off. I'm sorry for the background noise, me driving and all. But yeah, just had to do stuff, I thought this would be a perfect time to record and all. So yeah. So I have to do stuff. Let's see here. There we go. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you look forward to the next part. So, see ya.